Today is moving day, so obviously the house isn't done yet. Drywall didn't even happen, so that's a week delayed. They lost a week for some reason, just communications error. The guys didn't talk to each other, and now we don't have drywall. Well, we have some up, but it should have been done today. That was the point. So this empty space here is where all of my stuff is going to go, because I don't want to pay another $450 to U-Haul for another month of storage. But I will show you what they've done so far. So last video was a week ago. It's been 1 week since that video posted, and I said next video there will be drywall up. Well, we have ceiling. Ceiling is up, but we got a little bit of, pantry is done. The second bedroom is done, but I mean, of course, they still need to like mud and paint and sand. So technically, the drywall is up in a third of the house, but it's not anywhere near what it should have been. It is a beautiful Thursday, and not much really has happened, to be honest. No one was here Thursday or Friday, Monday or Tuesday. They finally came Wednesday and did what you see here. And that's it. So, still a lot more work to do to get this thing done. But the walk-in closet's starting to take shape, which is nice. So, yeah, it'll be done. They're a week delayed. So I'll probably route the hanging on by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to sand and mud and all that kind of stuff, and then Wednesday night, Thursday night, I'll be able to paint. That's at least what I've been told. So I'm waiting for for Heather to arrive with the U-Haul box, the first of 4. And we're actually running behind because I have a meeting at 1. From 1 to 2 I gotta go to, and then I gotta come back here. So then I'll hurry up and be doing this by myself. Or they'll be doing it by themselves during that time period, and then I'll have to come back and help them if they're not done yet. Last update, I guess, since you guys last saw this, was the plumbers did happen to finish up the washer dryer hookups as well as the utility sink hookups. So those are done. They've also finished the ventilation. So that was done. Actually, that was Monday. The guys did that. So we've got some new ventilation. It is not wrapped, so we can't put AC through it. We can put heat through it. It's just one of those things. I can't afford to wrap it this time around. And then finally, we have our copper in place and PEX in place for the water pump tank for the well. And then right here is the hot water heater copper that's going to go, tankless water heater go right there. Coming along. It is coming along. Well, let's get started and unload this U-Haul truck. The basement's looking more full now. We have 2 of the 4 pods unloaded. Why only 2 of the 4? Well, after 2, we got to thinking that just in case, let's call the contractor and see if we can completely empty this thing. And I just got off work. Well, I went to work for a little bit because we couldn't finish today. Consider this kind of a follow-up, I guess, to the last video or the previous one when I was talking about finances and stuff and how the contractor definitely screwed up on a few things. This is another example. About 2 months ago, I asked him when I got started unloading, and he gave me a date, which was a month ago. He ended up being wrong, and he says it's going to cost you more money to unload stuff now because my guys will be crawling all over it and moving it around. Fair enough, fine. So we put it 4 weeks off. Over the last 4 weeks, I sent him 5 different emails saying, this is the date. Just a reminder, Matt, here's the date. We're going to be dropping stuff off on this date, the 26th. Oh, yeah. So, Thursday. We call him, and he goes, oh, that's today. Well, I actually don't know what they had left to do in the basement, so I was just used to 2 of the 4 pods because I don't want to get in anyone's way. Fucking Matt, we gave you so many heads up this was happening. You never told us not to. Heather and I took the day off work, and I ended up, luckily I have a flexible manager, so I went in at noon, from noon to 4, did my half day. It's like, dude, you knew we were going to be unloading on Thursday. You had ample opportunity to tell us not to or make your guys finish what needed to be done. It's not our fault, dude. Except now I have to pay another $200 to store these pods in another month. It's just ridiculous. Like, luckily I'm not spending $400, but it's straight month to month. It's not week to week. So it's $100 a month per pod. And so 2 of them were unloaded, but 2 more are still back in storage. In addition, remember how earlier I mentioned that no one called it, not 2 inspectors, not home inspectors. Not the building inspector or my contractor caught the fact that by putting stairs down to the basement, we'd have to cover the foam board with sheetrock because occupiable space. Well, they came to this is a month or two ago, they came to an agreement, which is if I frame in the utility room, I won't have to put sheetrock back there. Well, guess what my contractor tells me last night? The building inspector decided to change his mind, and now he's requiring us to sheetrock this room as well. And I said, Matt, and this is, I guess, updating for you guys, laundry hookups, utility sink hookups, the tankless water heater is almost done in place. Luckily, it's not there yet. There's pipe along here. How are we going to sheetrock this thing if all this shit's here that I've already paid for? And he said, well, there's that fire paint that I told you guys to get. At $130 a gallon, there's this fire paint he's saying to get, but he says he's telling you to paint over all this stuff with this fireproof paint. Tonight when he comes over to meet with us, I'm going to tell him, I don't really care about the cost. You're going to eat the cost of having your plumber pull all this shit off the wall, and you're going to sheetrock this wall then. Because I'm not going to have sheetrock, and then disgusting paint over plumbing. It's ridiculous. And I guess all he can say is, well, the inspector changed his mind. But you guys are this was never supposed to be done anyway. This was all something that you guys added at the last minute, and now we're being forced to spend $3,000 to sheetrock this whole fucking basement. And with the concession that $3,000 includes the fact that we're just sheetrocking in this utility room that they built for us, and this part behind the utility room doesn't need to be covered. All of a sudden now it needs to be covered, and I've got all this plumbing up here that's installed. So, total bullshit. Hello everyone. Okay, now we've gotten that out of the way. The ventilation work is all done. We've got, they've added a new return here and one return upstairs. We've got our PEX and our copper going down. So we've got some PEX that comes off the well. You can see this tube here. And then we've got our 2 returns here for the hot water heaters. All the cable drops are in place. 2 of the 4 pods are unloaded. All of my appliances are here. And here's all of our light fixtures, bathroom fixtures, sink, dishwasher, our washer dryer. Look at those Hue bulbs. Got the home kit things there for the deadbolts. Yeah, so we got 3 heats up front. Then we got 3 more. And we got 2 more for the stairs. Well, let's go upstairs and actually I'll show you. So here's some other good news. We are now a week behind schedule. Had nothing. It wouldn't have affected the drop off downstairs, by the way. Just to confirm. Last video I told you guys we were gonna do. Did I record in here last night? I feel like I did. Anyway, no one came to the house today. So the guys did their work yesterday on the sheetrock. The 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. guys. They're not here today. They may be here tomorrow. They weren't sure, which means they'd probably finish up Monday evening. And that means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be spent with the guys that do the sanding and the tarring and the mudding and other stuff. And then Heather and I won't paint until next Saturday, Sunday. So it's a week late. We were supposed to paint this Saturday and Sunday. So that's shitty. The flooring is on site for this bedroom. The flooring is on site for this. The guys that were doing the sheetrock pointed out to me that this is not adequate for them to do sheetrock over this. It's not the way the thing is trimmed out or framed out isn't good enough for them. So they're kind of raising some shit about that. I'll tell the contractor he can deal with it. But now it just happened really. We just unloaded the truck today. And, and one thing that the guys that were doing the sheetrocking last night pointed out to me, you'll look over here, see this yellow stuff that's sprayed into the right of the window right here? And then all the way down here on the frames, or the joists. As you move over, you've got full yellow, full yellow. As you move over there, some guy just got lazy and decided he's not going to spray anything over here. You actually feel a draft coming in behind here. He's not going to spray anything here. Not going to spray anything here, or there. So someone just didn't spray this whole area with spray foam. And the guy actually was over here working, the guy doing the ventilation work, and said, you know, I feel, and I do too, he said, I feel cold air coming in through here. So, again, you spend $6,000 on high efficiency argon double pane windows with like sound insulation dampers and really nice thick coating, and then you have this just wind coming out the side of your joist. So that's another thing that just happened. I'm just a little, I think, you know, most importantly, I'm a little frustrated with with, you know, the contractor basically having many weeks. We're talking 6 weeks now of heads up that I'm going to be dropping off stuff. And he doesn't know if it's safe to drop off stuff in the basement yet. He doesn't know if they're done down here. Dude, you run the project. You should know if they're done down here. And yeah, everyone, I do know the sheetrock has to be done around this perimeter. The plan was they finish upstairs. We move everything upstairs. We don't get the occupiable space sign off by the safety inspector, building inspector. But we're able to move our stuff upstairs. We don't live here yet, but then the guys downstairs do their work, and then we can move the other 2 pods in and just unload it and live there that weekend. We unload the second 2 pods. That's the plan now. So even though there's a lot of stuff here, so our question to Matt was, the sheetrock doesn't matter because that's going to happen after this stuff moves upstairs. Our question was, are they done with all this cable and PEX and ventilation and everything? And he has no idea. So, and these we are certain aren't in the way because this is actually the data cable and electric cable for the kitchen island above it. So, yeah, I'm just frustrated. I'm gonna unbox some stuff that came in for the networking gear. My my ambient weather thing came in, which I'm really excited about. I have a weather underground station at my house. And yeah, all right, that's the update for this one.